Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, pick your game up. Kill. Check.
Here's Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
49, check 49, check 49. Yeah. Switch.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Ready. 22, go. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. He's coming. Double up.
To throw on third down, Harmon. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the... Turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On third down, Carr. And that will be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
93.
They do go for it. It's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want under. Spawn.
Elliott running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
We're going to 54. Here we go, 46. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
That's a win by Jalen Smith. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mike 54.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Cowboys 7, Raiders nothing.
Check right 54. Right 54. 29. That's it.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Cowboys take over first down at their own 49-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Slam. Hey, 47. Let's go. Hey, we got 26.
Now it's the backup Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Under crush. Kill. Check. Check 3. Kill. 26.
On first down, it's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
36. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Raiders on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Credit the tackle to Chris Covington, 6th-round pick in 2018.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
734. Whip. Watch the whip.
Carr going to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 11-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Cowboys take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Check, 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 check. Chain away. Right there, 54, right there.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. It's Williams. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check your hot read.
Throwing. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check 6 guys. We're going to 53. There we go. Kill. Off. 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The open man here, Renfro.
Complete to Hunter Renfro.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
Carr now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
And the Raider first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
You got 3 down. Hatchet.
Now Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Now, 185, 54. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 637. Check back 54.
Operating from the gun. Carr got him in. It's Brown. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. To throw is Carr. The quick slant, Carr. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? The ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. On 2nd and goal, Carr looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Carr now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Maher is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a give, right side. Pollard. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On first down, it's Elliott, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
22's coming, Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Here we go, 47.
From the 41, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Seibert on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Jacobs. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 3rd down, Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Carr now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, the 40, the 30, 20, 10. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
General West. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Carr. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93. 93. 54. I don't think you got it.
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Carr completes it, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. To throw is Carr. His pass caught at the 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
93. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the curve.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7...
It's caught inside the 25. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Next to score, Cowboys 28, Raiders 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The tackle by Denzel Perryman. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Dallas, They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
All right, gentlemen, we made way too many mistakes this week, okay? The coaching staff has gone in. We've simplified the game plan. Let's go out here and execute. Hey, we got to execute to win.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Hard. On the double. Single. Set and read. Set hut. Here we go. Set. 70 ending. Hut go. Here we go. Set up. Down. 60 yards. Ready, ready. Ready, right, ready. Here we go, here we go. Naughty wolf. Okay, ready, ready, go. Set, ready, 30 base. We good. 132. Fight up. Ready up. Set, hit. Let's go. 15, hit, go. Ready. 10, touch, hut, hut. Set, hut, 10, Lobo. Hut. Ready, ready. 6, single.
This is it. You only got one shot. Time to go for gold.
All right, man. Bring it in tight. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Today was great. You guys went out there and executed flawlessly. You keep practicing like that.